So this is how I moved out to downtown Houston at just 19 years old. I've had one goal my entire life, and it's this: to continue to keep doing what I love forever. And I just turned 20 years old today, and I can confidently admit I've done a very good job doing so far.
I mean, that's one of the neatest things that I think is a whole part of this journey, is watching you become exactly who you wanted to be. I never would have thought that when you started this many years ago, you could be financially free and just be Colin.
But when I started this journey, I mean, I was 12 years old. I didn't really have an end goal, and frankly, I still don't. I just know it's all going to work out in the end, and that's what matters. I mean, it's my dream job, and I'm doing it right now, and I can do it anywhere in the entire world and still be happy. And honestly, I was so used to the same routines at home. Day after day, it was the same. I would wake up, shower, crack open an energy drink, and film videos, but in the same environment. Rinse and repeat. I did this religiously for 4 years straight, trying to make a name for myself and trying to do something. Along the way, I was able to grow my TikTok following to about 500,000. I met tons of amazing people, and I also got my first ever job at Oni Studios being a content producer, where I was still making videos. And there was one thing that kept me going down this entire path, and it was the love of making videos. And as a 19-year-old, there's no way I would have thought about paying rent. I was prepared to live with my dad as long as possible.
What the fuck?
And that is exactly why I moved here. I mean, that would have never happened at home. And no, not just because of the emergency, but there's always something new happening here, which gives me so much opportunity to be able to film and enjoy new experiences. I literally love this city. I've grown up here my entire life, and I decided that this is the place I want to be. Houston has a lot to offer. I mean, it's a huge city with more people, meaning more opportunity to film. And I'm here to do it. I came here for the opportunity and to also use my space however I want it. I mean, I don't have to follow any rules. I get to really express myself here and do whatever I want. And this place has a lot to offer. I mean, I basically use this space entirely for creative projects, and I can move things as freely as I want. I've got stuff in pretty much every single corner, and to be able to have a place like this, it really does feel like a studio.
Bro, what? This is lit.
It's pretty dope, huh?
No.
So let's talk about the actual apartment. I live in East Downtown, which is right on the outskirts of the city, but it creates for an amazing view. I also have a western facing unit, so at nighttime when the sun starts to set, the views are insane. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, 800 square feet, and I pay $1,950, which is a lot, but compared to other cities and also this amazing view, I'm doing pretty good with this one. And the ceilings are 10 feet tall, which makes the 800 square foot apartment actually feel so much bigger. And the first thing I noticed when walking in is the beautiful white finishes on the countertops and also the cabinets. Paired with the black accents from the handles to also the faucet, it creates for this cool modern apartment. I always think of it as the Instagram aesthetic apartment. It's literally perfect for that. The black backsplash and the neutral color space is honestly amazing for me. I love it. The tall ceilings and the white walls, also the open concept feel. Yes, 800 square foot is not a lot, but it all depends on how you work with it, and in this case, they did an amazing job. When walking in, you'll notice the space-saving doors where the laundry room is, and I actually have a full-size dryer and washer, which is absolutely amazing. There's some top shelf space for storage, which looks hideous, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. There is tons of cabinet space, and they're super tall. Honestly, more than I actually need, but the worst part is, there's no dedicated pantry, but I was able to make it work, and honestly, it's kind of a bummer, but it'll do. But I do happen to have a wine cooler, which is pretty cool, except I don't drink wine, and I probably never will, so Right now, it's just storing my energy drinks. It's a double vanity bathroom with the same finishes throughout. There's also this amazing LED touchscreen mirror. With the front-facing LED light, it's basically designed to show you everything that's wrong with your face. So I don't use it very often, but it's honestly a cool touch. And now to the bedroom. There's this beautiful, huge open window with retractable blinds, which is super amazing to let some natural light come in. The bedroom is honestly amazing. It's big enough for my bed, my dresser, and everything that I need, except I don't know how to decorate this. I'm not really the best at decorating, so it's good for what it's worth. It definitely is a room for me to sleep in. It just doesn't look the best, so we'll go ahead and skip over that. So my favorite thing about this apartment is definitely the tall ceilings. Not a lot of times you get that in an apartment building, so I'm super blessed to be able to have that. And obviously the view. That's really the biggest selling point for me. I get to see the city from my couch, which is super cool. It's super inspiring to wake up to every single day, and also being able to see the sunset behind the city is killer. Technically, I'm able to see the city out of my bedroom as well if I were to flip my bed to the back wall, but it just doesn't flow like that, so I don't get to see it out of my bedroom, which is a first world problem, but it's okay. I really love how neutral and white everything is in here. It actually creates for a pretty cool, sleek, modern design where I was able to come in and pop some color in with the couch, and then also the orange accents with the bar stools. And in my opinion, I actually did a really good job. I'm still working on it, and there's still some things that I want to do, but I really do love this place. The checkerboard carpet, yellow couch, orange bar stools, it was definitely wacky, but it all came together to create this really cool aesthetic style design. But that's the apartment. I pay $1,950 a month here. So a lot of people will argue that paying $1,900 a month for an apartment is not worth it. And I'll tell you exactly why it is. Well, because one, we're close to the city. Of course you have to pay more to be this close to the city, as essentially the city has endless opportunity and possibilities. But not to mention that I also have a beautiful view of it from not only here, but the private rooftop lounge for residents only, which features grills, television, a huge couch, a complete private area for you and your friends to hang out with. Whether you're hosting or just hanging out with some residents here, this place features it all and has a beautiful view of the city. And if that's not enough, then check out the third level where we have a beautiful pool with tons of lounge chairs, an in-water lounge chair section with a beautiful view of the city once again. This place is perfect to hang out in the summer. There's private cabanas with TVs in each one of them. There's grills on both sides of the deck. And if that's not enough to sell you yet, then you also have access to one of the best apartment gyms I've ever seen. It's huge, tons of equipment, and also has a beautiful view of the pool at all times. And well, if that's not enough, then there's also a kitchen area that's absolutely beautiful. It has a very cafe style coffee shop feel where I'll go downstairs sometimes, bring my laptop and have another place to work. Or you can rent it out and host a party down here, because alongside of that, there's a private area where you're able to play pool with your friends while alongside watching the TV. And then you have the outside courtyard area where there's a nice little turf field where you can do some outside workouts, play some cornhole, or maybe some yard jingle with your homies. And once again, another beautiful view of the city alongside having 2 grills and private cabana areas with mini fridges. So the $1,900 includes all of that and the awesome space that I'm sitting in right now. So whether you guys are an apartment hater or a city hater, I could understand where you're coming from, except check out all this amazing stuff that you actually get. And now if you think about it, it does kind of seem worth it after all. Anyways, I don't have to prove it to anybody. I absolutely love it here. This place rocks. I'm so excited that this is the first place that I get to call home. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.